In this video, I'm going to show you how to DIY a floating shelf.
After fitting lots of floating shelves, I finally think I've come up with the easiest, quickest and cheapest method that I've found to create floating shelves, with the minimum amount of materials or DIY knowledge required.
Start by drilling a series of holes. These are what your shelf will sit on.
We've set up a laser line at the height we want our shelf. These are really cheap to pick up, and I've put a link to my favourite one in the description. It's been perfect for every job I've needed around the house. We're using a 6.5mm drill bit to drill all our holes, because that will perfectly accommodate a brown plug.
We're going to take some brown plugs, and we're also going to use some 50mm screws. Place your plug in the holes you've drilled. Tap that into place with a hammer. If you've got a plasterboard wall, you'll have to use plasterboard fixings, but we've got a solid wall. Don't hammer your screw all the way in, and then just tighten up your screw with your cordless drill. You just want to leave it sticking out by about 8mm. And we're going to do this in every single one of the holes we've drilled.
We've put links to all the tools and materials that we've used down in the description. You can find that there's some variation between the different types of brown plug out there. Some require you to drill a 7mm hole into your wall, and some require you to drill a 6.5mm hole. So I've put a list in the description of the exact drill bits, screws and brown plugs that we've used in order to get a really tight fixing in our wall.
We're going to come out 300mm with our shelf, so we've marked it on our wall here. We're going to cut a piece of 25mm MDF, slightly oversized, and then we're going to cut it to the shape of our alcove. So now we've got our 25mm MDF shelf. We've got our inch thick 25mm MDF shelf. We cut it oversized to start with, and now we've trimmed it down to the exact width and length as our alcove opening. So we lower that into position. Put a little mark on here indicating that this is the back of our shelf. Once we're happy that this is fitting up against the walls, we need to go underneath and mark the location of our screw heads.
We need to mark the location of our screws right the way around the underside of our shelf. I always like to make sure that I've got a screw quite close to the edge of the shelf, just to give it some extra support along the edges.
Now that we've marked them all on, you can take these through to our cutting bench and put a little recess for each screw head.
We've set up our little cordless router with a straight fluted router cutter that's about 12.5mm wide, and we've also set the depth of our router cutter, and we've also set up the guide fence. So when we put this on our lines, we're going to take a little notch out of each one. This is the underside of our shelf, and each one of these notches will be the exact same depth because we set the depth on our router. You can also do this with a cordless drill. If you've not got a router, it'll just take you a little bit longer, that's all. You want to make sure you set your router cutter just to the right depth so the screw heads disappear into the shelf. And then we're going to fill these from the underside with some filler, so you won't notice this when the shelves are painted and decorated. We're just going to work our way around the underside of our shelf, cutting a little notch out everywhere we've got a screw head.
We've notched out the underside of our shelf in the locations of our screws, and now we're just going to drop it into place. You can see that we've got our shelf perfectly level along our laser line, and if there is a bit of bow in your shelf, always make sure that it's bowed side up, so that as you put ornaments and things on there, it's not going to sag over time. Now we're going to cut a piece of beading to go along the front and neaten up this raw edge of MDF. Now we can glue and pin our beading along the front edge.
Now we can pin our beading along the front edge. I always like to put my pins about 6 inches apart just to make sure that the bead is held back until the glue goes off.
I hope this video has successfully shown you how I do my floating alcove shelves. Now all we need to do is fill our screw holes underneath and then cut around our shelf and give it a final coat of paint. Like and subscribe for more helpful DIY content.